On this video, I am going to talk about what I stand against. It's not something I normally talk about. And because I'm going to talk about what I stand against, you'll also know what I stand for because it will be the opposite of that. This has come up because of a mastermind called the Bold and Beautiful Women's Circle. And part of this is going to be being able to stand for the things that you stand for, but also knowing the things that you stand against so that you don't stand for them. And when they come up, what are you going to do about it? And so I've just got a little list down here of a few things that I stand against. I'm Lucy J. Dutton, and I am an aligned peak performance strategist and coach, and I'm also a speaker. I stand against couples who put each other down, or one that puts the other one down when they're perhaps on stage, when they're in a party, when they're within a meeting, and that person puts the other one down. I really, truly stand against that. And I've seen it at events that I've been to, and it just makes me want to crumble inside. And every single time, it's been the guy putting the woman down. So you can tell what I stand for. I stand for partners lifting each other up, elevating each other. Another thing I stand against is people that manipulate me into evoking fear in me so that they get what they want, that's of benefit to them and is not of benefit to me. That has come up a few times in my life as well, and particularly with one person. And I wasn't strong enough to see it. I felt it, but I didn't know how to deal with it at the time. And I don't stand for that anymore. I have to look. In fact, I push back probably now more than I have ever done, and possibly more than somebody would think I should. But I know, I recognize that that's where this has come from, that thing from the past that happened to me. And I am just not standing for it anymore. So that is something that has really stuck with me and stayed with me. There is another one here where people want to, because they're in a place of power, they want to push their power onto others who are less powerful and push them down and push them down and push them down. And that I don't stand for either, whether that's in a country situation, whether it's in a company situation, or whether it's in a smaller group, or again, just with one person to another. Pushing somebody down is not leadership. Pushing somebody down is the love of power over the power of love. And what I stand for is the power of love, not the love of power. So pushing people down is a no. I do not stand for that. And if I can do anything about it, then I will. If it's a countrywide thing, there's not a lot you can do about it. But I don't agree with it. Another thing that I don't stand for is the dropping of standards, the dropping of speaking standards, the dropping of pronunciation standards, the dropping of quality standards. I don't stand for that. I stand against that. I stand against those drops. People go, oh, nobody really cares. Nobody's going to mind about that. Nobody's going to notice. They do. They do notice, and it upsets a lot of people when standards are dropping down. So, what I stand for is standards being kept high or moving higher. Good standards, standards for living, standards for speaking, standards for going out into the world and interacting with others. And then the last one I'm going to talk about here is personally, this one is another personal one. When people talk down to me, especially if they know me, but if they don't know me, it's almost as bad because they're assuming stuff about me. Oh, we're going to assume that you don't know these things and we're going to talk to you like this. Instead of saying, do you know this thing? Because if I'm not, I can help you with it. It's no, they just assume that I don't know something or assume that I'm not at a certain level and they talk down to me. I don't stand for that anymore either. So I'm out of there when somebody starts to do that. I'll say something when somebody starts to do that. And finding those ways, finding the ways to do that elegantly and say, this isn't working for me. We need to change this relationship. Let's take a look at this because this is how I'm hearing you speak. I'm not sure if that's how you want it to come across, but that's how it's landing with me. And this is what we need to change. Would you agree with that? Let's have a new level of relationship for our relationship together, because otherwise it's going to crash and burn. It's going to fall apart. So finding the ways to be able to speak to others and put that across is also so important. And again, that's what I'm doing with helping other women to come into that space, to understand what they stand against, what they stand for, putting those two things together and then working out what to say when those things happen. There will be another video coming up on screen. I'll see you over there. And I would say to you, do you know what you stand against? Have the most awesome day. Bye for now.